Hey guys, it's Brett from Gatorland. How you guys doing? I wanted to introduce you to this guy right here. This is Willie the alligator. And this is an American alligator. And a lot of people don't know that there's a heck of a lot of alligators in the state of Florida. There's just under 2 million alligators in the state of Florida. That's a lot of alligators. That means, let's do some math. That means there's 1 alligator per every 11 people that lives in the state of Florida. That's a lot of gators, and we gotta learn how to get along with them. But let me show you some really cool parts about alligators. Alligators hide really well. I mean, take a good look at this guy's coloration. And alligators aren't green. No such thing as a green alligator. Crazy, right? Alligators are black, and as they get older, they lose all this yellow and brown pigment, and they get very dark gray. But they've got these yellow stripes to help them to blend in, so that way they can hide away from predators and what have you. But another thing that helps them to hide is they can submerge their entire body below the surface of the water, and all you see is just the top of his head. Everything he needs is on the top of the head. And if you take a good look, right there at the tip of the snout, he has nostrils. And the nostrils are pretty cool. They have little muscles in there which close up. It kind of acts like a valve. And that way, if he sticks his nose above the surface of the water and takes a whiff around or takes a sniff around, and if he smells something that he doesn't like, he can go down underneath the water, and this alligator could stay under for about an hour or so. The big, huge alligators could stay under for several hours with no problem. Now, another thing you see on the top of the head are the eyes. Check how beautiful those eyes are. Those eyes are right on top. It kind of acts like a periscope. And that way he can remain hidden. But take a look at this. This is kind of cool, okay? Watch the eyeballs. The eyeballs will sink all the way down inside their skull, and when the danger's gone, they pop right back on up. See, bloop, all the way down, just like that. See that? And you might have noticed that the alligator has 3 eyelids. He has one on top, one on the bottom, and then when he opens up his eye, you're gonna see that extra eyelid. That allows him to see underneath the water. Now, behind the eye, I don't know if you could see, but there's a little slit right there. And that slit is the ear. And he's got this little flap of skin right here that covers it up to keep water out. And alligators have a great sense of hearing. Alligators can, the reason why is because they're listening for predators and prey, and they're also listening for each other, because alligators have a pretty neat language. They make all kinds of noises. And each one of the noises they make means a different thing. During the breeding season, the big boy alligators will ask girl alligators out on dates. They do. It's a really cool sound. It sounds like this. Just like that. And that's also letting all the other alligators know, hey, this is my territory, don't come in here. But to a female, well, like I said, that's a boy alligator asking a girl alligator out on a date. And when mama alligator makes a nest, she makes a nest about 3 feet tall and several feet around. She'll lay about 35 eggs, and she waits by the nest. A lot of times she won't even leave the nest the entire incubation period, which is 65 days, because a lot of animals will dig up those eggs and eat them. But mama alligator, she stays by that nest. She doesn't even eat that entire time. And then 65 days later, she hears that sound, that beautiful sound that little baby alligators make. Now this guy, he was making it a few seconds ago, but I'll try to make the sound for you. It sounds like, oh, 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 oh. And mama alligator hears that, and she tears the nest apart, and she carries all those babies down to the water's edge, and she'll protect them until her next clutch, which could be a year from now or a couple years from now. But she'll protect them because a lot of animals will eat baby alligators. Raccoons, birds, snakes, turtles, even a big fish will eat a baby alligator. And sometimes even the bigger alligators will eat them. So they got a tough life until they reach about 3 or 4 feet long, and then their predator list starts going down. And finally, once they reach about 6 or 7 feet long, they have no predators except for larger alligators. And man, pretty cool animal though, very cool. And since there's so many alligators, we're going to do a little bit of safety. Okay, we're going to talk about a little bit about safety. Alligators stay away from people, and that's what we want. We want to see alligators at a distance, don't we? We don't want to see alligators come toward us, but if an alligator does come towards you, just walk away, okay? Alligators normally don't approach people unless they've been fed by humans. That's why it is against the law for feeding wild alligators, okay? Because once you feed them, you're actually teaching them that humans are a source of food, and then they'll start seeking people out, and that's something we don't want, okay? But if an alligator does come towards you, just walk away. Another thing that you should understand is alligators are very, very flexible creatures. And a lot of people say if an alligator starts chasing you, you should run zigzag. Don't run zigzag. Humans can't really run zigzag very well. Yeah, we can swerve back and forth, but that's not zigzag. A gator can turn on a dime doing his top speed, which surprisingly is not that fast. It's not that fast. They're very, very quick to start off, but they're not fast runners. You could probably outrun one. But alligators are ambush predators. When an alligator is running, he's not going after food. Alligators will lunge towards their food, but they don't really chase their prey. They're an ambush predator. They sneak using this camouflage and just the tiniest part of his body above the surface of the water. And then they sneak up upon their prey, and then they grab and they bring it into the water, and then they tear it apart and eat it. And alligators have 82 teeth. You can open up your mouth there. Oh, whoa! You almost got me there, little buddy. But you can see those teeth in there. He's got 82 teeth when they're born, and they have 82 teeth when they die of old age. They're constantly growing new teeth. They have 82 teeth, but they'll grow 3,000 to 4,000 teeth in their entire life, because that allows them to be able to have a full set of teeth all the time. Because alligators' favorite food, believe it or not, are turtles. They'll eat turtles. And a lot of people ask me, well, how do they get the turtle out of the shell? They don't. They crush that whole thing and they swallow it. They even digest the shell. And when they crush that turtle shell down, sometimes a tooth breaks. So guess what? They don't have to go to the dentist to get it filled. They don't need to get it pulled, because it'll eventually fall out and a brand new tooth takes its place. So there you go. Pretty cool. And you can see the tongue in there. Alligators do have tongues, and they do have taste buds, and they do have favorite foods. And their favorite food is turtles, and then fish, and then birds. Pretty cool animal. We need to get along with them. And the best way to get along with animals is to know about them, to learn about them, and to study them and research and stuff like that. Because the more you know about the animal in question, the less scary it's going to be. Pretty cool animal. I love alligators.